Alright, hey you guys, it's TsubakiSwagg and I'm coming to you with my review of Tokyo Ghoul episode 11, High Spirits. Okay, so they were doing so great up until this point with animating the manga. I would have rather them just cut off at one point than to literally rush through everything. Like, there's so many awesome parts they cut out of this episode that could have been put in there that would have made this episode more awesome, but they cut out so much considering that next week's episode is going to be the last episode for the season because they cut it back down to 12 episodes. So, I mean, this episode was awesome for those of you who don't read the manga, but for those of you who do read it, you probably understand where I'm coming from when I say that they cut out a lot of stuff, and I know they're going to do it to the next episode too. And also I want to say that I was kind of mad that they didn't even show Kaneki's face this whole episode. They didn't even show Suzuya pretty much dismantling the man that he was going in on. They cut out so much stuff, like, it just made me so mad. And they had this whole like cameo for Amon, but like I said, they couldn't show Kaneki's face. They just cut out a lot of stuff. This episode would have been awesome if they just put in more stuff instead of focusing on the other stuff that they really shouldn't have been focusing on. But I'm slightly disappointed in Tokyo Ghoul. I don't want to make this review very long because I have a feeling that I'm going to say some bad stuff. As much as I do like Tokyo Ghoul has become one of my favorite anime mangas so far, like, ever. But the fact that they cut out so much stuff just really angered me. It really angered me. But for those of you who don't read the manga, it was still a pretty awesome episode. Like, Antiku, everybody in Antiku went to go save Kaneki while the CCG was doing their all-out attack. You get to see a little bit of Suzuya's like creepy side because they cut out a lot of that too. Like, they didn't hardly show anything of what Suzuya is really capable of. They cut out a lot of that. We got to see Suzuya. He stole Maru's motorcycle and then like dove into the building and took everybody out because nobody else was really doing anything and they were getting cut down left and right. So Suzuya went in there and just pretty much destroyed everybody and then came up missing. Like, they couldn't find him later on. So after all of that, Shinohara and Amon and everybody infiltrated the building and they fought Amon fought the Ben brothers, and Ben brothers pretty much just went out like light. Like, Amon was thinking about Maru. He also saw Toka, aka Rabbit. He saw Toka and realized that it was her, and he was going after her, and that's when he encountered the Ben brothers, and the Ben brothers really didn't stand much of a chance against Amon because Amon was pretty much avenging Mato. So Amon was able to take them out by himself, and then literally right after he finished taking them out, he saw like a silhouette of Owl fly past the window. So they showed like a glimpse of the side of its mask. So next episode we will be seeing some more of Owl and actually probably seeing the fight with Owl. Finally, the one-eyed Owl. So after all of that, of course, they also showed Kaneki being tortured by Yomori. Yomori is a freaking creep. They also gave a little bit of background for Yomori, like when Yomori was first captured, he was tortured by an investigator, and he uses those same techniques on the people that he captures and tortures, which he's using it now on Kaneki, and he even put a centipede in Kaneki's ear, which there was a lot more meaning behind it, but I'm gonna let y'all read the manga. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but read the manga and then you'll understand where I'm coming from, because they cut out so much stuff. It's ridiculous. Just read the manga and you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say they cut out a lot of stuff. Like, it was ridiculous how much stuff they just took out. But I mean, other than that, this episode was okay. I mean, they finally, at the very end, they showed like a glimpse of Kaneki's hair being white, so they're going to be showing some more of that hopefully in the last episode. But I think I'm going to cut this review a little short because I really don't have a whole lot to say. So as always, I would love to hear how you guys felt about this episode. For those of you who do read the manga, how'd you feel about it? And then for those of you who don't read the manga, I would still like to hear how you felt about this episode too. But as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.